All right, let's talk about one of the most chaotic transfer windows in recent memory. Imagine this. Arsenal, a team chasing a Premier League title, goes all in on a superstar like Vinícius Júnior, only to watch him sign a new contract with Real Madrid. It's like trying to buy the Mona Lisa and finding out it's already been sold. But here's the kicker. This isn't the end of the story. It's actually the beginning of a wild scavenger hunt for left-wing alternatives. And let me tell you, the options out there are as fascinating as they are unpredictable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would Arsenal even try for Vinícius in the first place? Well, he's not just a winger. He's a generational talent. But here's the thing. When you're chasing a player who's already at the peak of his powers, you're playing a game of Russian roulette. You might get the prize, but you're also risking everything else. And in this case, the gamble didn't pay off. So now, Mikel Arteta and his team have to pivot. But how? Let's break this down. Take Kenan Yildiz, for instance. This guy is a rising star at Juventus. And honestly, he's got the kind of flair that makes you think, wait, is this guy 21? He's not just scoring goals. He's rewriting the rules of what a winger can do. His ability to switch feet and confuse defenders? That's gold in today's game. But here's where it gets interesting. Yildiz is the modern-day Del Piero. Think about that. He's not just a player. He's a symbol of Juventus' resurgence. If Arsenal can pull this off, they're not just getting a winger. They're getting a generational talent who could redefine their attack. Then there's Nico Williams, the Barcelona prodigy. Now, I know he's contracted until 2035, but let's be real, players change their minds. The guy's got the kind of dribbling ability that makes defenders look like they're playing chess against a toddler. His assist in the World Cup final? That's not just a highlight reel moment. It's proof that he's a clutch performer. But here's the rub. His €90 million release clause isn't just a number. It's a psychological barrier. Clubs have to ask themselves, is this guy worth the risk? Because for all his talent, he's still a Barcelona player, and that's a brand that can be as fickle as it is iconic. Now, let's talk about Abde Ezzalzouli. This guy is the kind of player who makes you go, wait, he's only 24? He's got that rare combination of pace, vision, and a nose for goal. But here's the thing. He missed the World Cup due to injury, and I'm not sure if that is a setback or a motivator. Injuries can be a double-edged sword. They test a player's resilience, but they also make you wonder if they'll ever be the same. Ezzalzouli's got the stats to back up his potential, but the question is whether he can translate that into consistent Premier League performance. And then there's Mika Godts, the Belgian wonder kid. This guy's like a young Messi, except he's got the hunger of a kid who's never had a trophy. His stats in the Eredivisie are insane, and the fact that he's only 21 makes you think, what if? But here's the catch. PSG is reportedly sniffing around, and if they get their way, Godts might end up in Paris instead of London. That's the thing about this transfer window. It's less about logic and more about chaos. But let's not forget about Iliman Ndiaye. He's the kind of player who can play on either flank, which is huge for a team like Arsenal. He's got the work rate of a midfielder and the finishing touch of a forward. And yet, he's been flying under the radar. Why? Because he's not the flashiest name, but he's got the kind of consistency that makes managers sleep better at night. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the outside shouts? Jack Grealish and Marcus Rashford? Let's be honest, they're more of a joke than a serious option. Grealish is 31, and while he's still a threat from set pieces, he's not exactly the long-term solution. Rashford? Well, he's got the corner stats to make you think, but his time at Barcelona was more of a loner's dream than a permanent move. At the end of the day, this transfer window is a masterclass in adaptability. Arsenal isn't just looking for players, they're looking for solutions. And in a league where the margins are razor thin, every move matters. So what does this mean for the future? It means that the next few months could be as wild as the last few weeks. And if you think this is the end of the story, you're wrong. Because in football, the only constant is change.